Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So on top of getting Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 information today, we now know the next 2 sparking units that are going to be coming into Dragon Ball Legends thanks to V-Jump leaks. But shouts to Gorish on Twitter, he was able to translate the leaks, and we now know that the 2 units are going to be Cooler and Frieza. So the translation says, new Cooler who gets stronger when movie units or Lineage of Evil units are defeated. New Dragon Ball Super Frieza who transforms and does more damage versus Saiyans. Now, personally speaking, compared to the information we got for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 with Android 21 coming into that game, I am honestly not that hyped for, I guess, Legends in this particular case. And the reason being is because I like Cooler. I like Frieza. I think they're both really cool characters. But it's the fact that we've had them released in Legends so many times in some sort of way, shape, or form, whether they're hero units, extreme units, or sparking units, and we're still at that point where we don't even have a good portion of characters in Legends yet, that when we get re-releases of characters like this, it doesn't really do me any good, I should say. Like, it doesn't get me as hyped as I should be. Once again, don't get me wrong, I like Cooler and Frieza, but right now it's not really the time for those particular units, because when you think about it, with Cooler anyway, we already have 4th form Cooler, we have final form Cooler, and we have Meta Cooler. So we have all forms of Cooler in the game currently. I don't really see a reason for us to get another Cooler, unless he was a transforming unit. That's a different story. But if he's not, and it's just another Cooler, then that's not really much to get excited about. And in Frieza's case, I can give Frieza a bit more leeway because of the fact that it's the Dragon Ball Super iteration of him. I mean, there's not really much of a difference apart from his power being stronger because he trained, but it could be as simple as it being 1st form Frieza and then him going straight to final form, much like what he did in Resurrection F, which also counts as a Dragon Ball Super Saga in Legends. Or it could be final form Frieza going to Golden Frieza, like, well, much like what we saw in Dragon Ball Super. But we don't know. We have no idea. And even at that, I don't even think as of right now we really need Lineage of Evil units like that. I mean, apart from maybe, I'll say probably a new, well, yeah, probably like a new red unit, maybe a new blue unit. We're definitely good on yellow, and potentially a new purple unit, you know. But apart from all of that, I don't really see any reason for us to get these units when people are still waiting for Kid Buu, people are still waiting for Kefla, people are still waiting for Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Heck, people are still waiting for Buu tanks to be put into the game. So I don't know. Granted, with their abilities, Coolers is to get stronger when any of your sagas from the movies or Lineage of Evil units are defeated. So I guess that'll be good depending on what stat buffs he receives, because as of right now, we don't even know what type of unit he's going to be, both element factor and actual like fighting style, whether he's was it melee, range, defense, support. We have no idea. But at the very least, we do know that this Cooler will be centralized around either sagas from the movies or Lineage of Evil. So he does have viability in that realm, but we just have to wait and see like which buffs he will receive. I guess that's the best way of putting it. And for this Frieza, we just know that he does good against Saiyans, naturally so, because Frieza literally despises Saiyans with a burning passion. But how much damage is he going to deal to Saiyans? How much of a buff is he going to receive? Once again, we can't even figure that out until we get more details on the unit. Granted, we have been getting a lot of Frieza units, I don't think about it, that just been like trying to purge Saiyans, but the problem is they get smacked all the same. Because we ended up getting full power Frieza, which naturally so would do good against Vegito, but Vegito still has that perk to nullify endurance. And then on top of that, even though this isn't necessarily a Saiyan, but we also recently just got the transforming Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, who, if I'm not mistaken, also nullifies endurance. So it's, I don't know. Lineage of Evil is looking, it could be a great team. Like there are really no bad units on Lineage of Evil. but they still have shortcomings because their once very notable, powerful perks have kind of been reprimanded by units that counter them. So I'm hoping that they come through with something that's really going to make them a staple team again, because man, I'm telling you, like before we started getting like units left and right that countered endurance, Lineage of Evil was up there, man, and they were dealing crazy damage. Like they were the meta for a while, but I'm hoping that they can come back like with this update. But apart from that, again, I would much rather be excited getting units that are not in the game or serve a purpose being re-added in the game in a new light, if you will. Again, comparing this to like the Transforming Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that we just received, at least it's from the BoJack movie and it serves a purpose. Whereas with this, Cooler, there's literally not a single reason to re-include Cooler at this point, apart from him transforming. If he transformed, completely different story, I can live with that. If it's just one unit, you're either fourth form or final form, not interested in the slightest. And then with Frieza, I mean, I get it. Transforming unit, that's fine. It really depends on what he brings to the table in terms of moves, damage output, all that stuff. So I can give Frieza a bit of leeway, but with Cooler, I'm not really excited for at all. But I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Are you guys even remotely hyped for this banner, or are you guys starting to get slightly frustrated and would much rather prefer other units like Kid Buu, Kefla, and Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black? Let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.